Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Assassin's Creed Rogue Blind. I'm your host, LisonFaye, and we're back in New York. You know, you'd really think that they would have put this patch of ivy here, like, rather conveniently, so that way you could climb it. But I suppose at least there's just stairs, like, right there. So who are we meeting this time? Is that Charles Lee in the background?
Do you swear to uphold the principles of our order? And all that for which we stand?
I do.
And never to share our secrets, nor divulge the true nature of our work?
I do.
And to do so from now until death, whatever the cost?
I do.
Then we welcome you into our fold,
I hate
brother.
them.
You are now a Templar, harbinger of a new world.
Last time I saw you, I was
May
killing
the Father
you.
of Understanding guide us.
May
the Father of Understanding guide us.
Well then. That's something.
Do you understand now?
I'm starting to see why you're so interested in Shay Cormac.
Oh, modern world. Oh,
Shay
hi.
has seen the true face of the world, and he has chosen his path accordingly. A similar choice will soon present itself to you.
I did not think you'd get this far, but you seem to be on the right track. We still can't access the servers in the basement, but there's another one located at the top of the building near Melanie's office. That's your next stop.
Great. Remind me layout. Those are all behind security doors. Right, I'm in first person. Oh, my camera moves are slightly flipped.
I'm bored out of this call. But orders are orders, and my orders are to stand right here.
1 second. Alright, sorry about that. You may have seen some screen tearing. I don't know why, but this game, more than any other game I've played, like, about every 3 or 4, like, times I boot it up, it completely erases...
Take the elevator to the 15th floor. Go on.
How are we looking over here?
All of my graphics choices,
Good.
like
Just gonna get a roar through the
resolution,
tree of thorns and then get back to work. I swear.
The VSync. And so, yeah, so it had turned the VSync off again, which led to the screen tearing. Which is frustrating.
Could you stop by my office? We need to have a talk.
Sure. Error. Hello. I'm here for a cutscene.
This office used to belong to a man named Olivier Garneau. He was my predecessor as Chief Creative Officer of Abstergo Entertainment. Otto Berg is a representative from our parent company, Abstergo Industries. He's showing you the true history of the world, just like they showed me. Olivier was kind, he was intelligent and passionate about our work, but a year ago, he caught a glimpse of this truth. They never found his body. This is not the way we normally bring people up to speed on these matters, but you've worked hard and are proving yourself, so I'm granting you level 2 security access. The servers on this floor should unlock more of Shay's memories.
Yippee. Wow, this is... Has this changed since I was last here? I feel like it has. This is a massive fireplace. Alright. Where am I going? Excuse me. Bit of a cough today, apparently. Remind me. It's other
Don't
people's
you want
tablets.
to know what happens next?
Eventually. Security level 3. Alright, so I'm not getting through there. Okay. Alright, cool. That was easy.
Francois Macandal saved Baptiste from slavery and inducted him into his so-called brotherhood. Macandal was a vicious mentor, and in his desperate attempt to liberate slaves, he broke his own creed by indiscriminately killing nobles. Misguided as they are, some assassins are honorable. Macandal was not one of them. Thanks to the calculating genius of Madeleine de Lille, the Templars made an example of Macandal by way of public execution in 1758. His pathetic excuse for a brotherhood quickly fell apart. When his comrade and childhood friend Agathe fled to Louisiana, Baptiste saw the futility of his former life in Macandal's brotherhood. Madeleine saw Baptiste's potential and instructed her Templars in New Orleans to strike a deal with him. If he could draw Agathe out of hiding and eliminate him, he would be granted a place in the Templar Order. Although Baptiste was killed by the assassin Aveline de Grandpré, his path clearly demonstrates the inherent superiority of Templar ideals over assassin terrorism.
I've got your animus ready and waiting.
Great. It's gonna keep waiting, because I've got things to go check out now. Like here. Nope, one more. There we go. Not too bad.
The first civilization entity known as Juno re-emerged from the Grand Temple in New York in December 2012. Although no longer a corporeal being, she exists as a kind of digital consciousness somewhere in the Abstergo cloud. To accomplish her goals in the real world, Juno uses two types of people. The first is another precursor consciousness that emerges in a human being at random. This person is commonly known as a sage. Juno also holds sway over a group of disciples called the Instruments of the First Will, who believe it is humanity's natural role to serve the first civilization.
Great.
Abstergo is currently using the First Will as a cheap and hands-off way of acquiring pieces of Eden and other relics.
Great.
However, I suspect that the reverse is also true, that they are using our resources to locate objects that will help them further their own goals. I do not trust them, but for now, all I can do is have DaCosta monitor their activities. Juno's motives are unclear. Although she has made one attempt to possess a corporeal body, she appears to be more powerful as a digital entity. Agent DaCosta fears that should humanity ever achieve singularity, a fusion of humanity and machines, Juno would become unstoppable.
Okay, so we don't want a cyberpunk
Abstergo
future.
itself which is driving civilization in that direction.
Yep, there's a black flag. Melanie. Like, she left her computer logged in. What kind of security is this? Why can't I just access it right now?
Smooth moves, numbskull. I've got the next set of Shay's memories loaded up and ready to go.
Great.
We
I'm
are
not even
nearly
going to
there.
that floor.
Know that you are aiding a worthy cause, even if you do not yet know what it is.
Alright, because what am I missing down here? That was a level 1.
I'm bored out of my skull. But orders are orders, and my orders are to stand right here.
Okay.
I'm so glad I went to university for this.
Three. Dang.
What the hell do they need so many screens for in the first place?
More screens, less you notice anything going on around you. There are smoke screens. I don't know. Fine, we'll go to the second floor. Like you want me to, game. Okay. Let's go this way first. That's a 1, that's a 3, dang it. Okay. Three and a 2. Oop. There we go. There's that. To someone. But I'm not going to try to pronounce that. From Melanie. Subject Connor. Hi, Mo. I think we should focus on George Washington rather than Connor. Washington and the Wolf has a nice ring to it. Take part in the unlikely friendship between America's most revered hero, General George Washington, and his sullen Mohawk native named Connor. A stirring tale of violence, revenge, and betrayal set during the earliest years of the American Revolution. George Washington weakened franchise. I don't know that we'd get more than one feature out of Connor. Plus, don't even get me started on his wife or the way he died. What a mess. Alright. Nope. Let me in. Refract. Okay. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Given the nature of our current investigation, I have been looking at other assassins who, despite themselves, have helped the Templar cause. The first is Clay Kazmarek, who infiltrated Warren Viddick's Animus project in Rome. He became the project's Subject 16. Kazmarek's rich ancestry helped Viddick to identify the Renaissance assassin Ezio Auditore as a person of interest. Driven mad by overexposure to the Animus, he committed suicide. However, Kazmarek may have unexpectedly become useful again. While in the Animus, Subject 16 came into contact with the first civilization entity known as Juno. Perhaps studying his bizarre Animus experiences can help us find a way to deal with the looming threat Juno promises. With Subject 16 out of the picture, Viddick needed a replacement. Desmond Miles, a runaway assassin, was captured in September 2012 and was used as Animus Subject 17 to further the search for an Apple of Eden. He managed to escape and uncovered an imminent threat to the planet. A solar flare similar to the one that wiped out the precursor race over 75,000 years ago. Desmond Miles also reactivated the first civilization temple in New York and used it to save the world, but it cost him his life. Abstergo recovered his body. In death, Desmond Miles became Sample 17, and his valuable genetic data was uploaded to the cloud servers in order to benefit all branches of Abstergo. Whether they live or die, we must continue to find ways to make the assassins work for us.
Such a sunny outlook you have on that. Okay, here's another one. Okay. Oh, okay, I see it, I see it. Nope. That one. Maybe I didn't see it. Okay, no, they definitely need to be on opposite sides. Okay. They are on the same side. Nope. There's that one. Okay. Okay. Nope, keep going this way. Alright, think this through. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Alright. Okay, that also does not work out because okay, there we go. That's what I needed. Alright, what am I learning now?
It is 4:26 on December 13, 2012. Debriefing of Sigma Team's Cairo operation. Debriefing conducted by Abstergo psychiatrist Tibor Hashek, level 7, and Director of Operations Letitia England, level 9. State your name and rank for the record.
Juhani Otzoberg, service number OP114-8506-B, Master Templar.
How would you classify the result of your Cairo mission, Master Berg?
I would call it a complete success. The new Sigma team performed admirably.
That's going a bit far, don't you think?
The target, William Miles, was apprehended and the first civilization artifact was retrieved. Both were handed off to Warren Vidic without incident. May I ask how you would rate the mission?
We're pleased with the results, but not with the methods with which you achieved them.
I see. May I ask why?
You went off mission. You were supposed to apprehend the target at the airport, not at the museum.
When the target emerged from the plane, he was posing as a tour guide for a class of high school students on a field trip.
A member of Sigma team informed us you aborted the mission then and there.
I will not deny this, but tell me, who talked?
I cannot reveal that.
No matter, I will find out on my own. Back to business. The target was very smart, but also very sloppy.
Explain.
The target possessed advanced counter-surveillance techniques, but lacked the skill to implement them properly.
The target was trained as an assassin since birth.
I am aware. However, it has been many years since he was an active field agent. He must have been very desperate to go himself, as these days he is more of a talker, a puppet master.
And what are you?
A predator.
A predator who defied orders because of the presence of some schoolgirls.
I prefer to think of myself as one who can choose the most opportune time to strike. The last time I followed orders to the letter was in Florence. That did not end well for anyone.
Was it that? Or did the students perhaps remind you of your daughter?
I separate my work and personal life completely.
Your daughter's recovery has been remarkable. I do hope her progress continues.
Please, don't.
I beg your pardon.
I find your attempt to threaten my child vulgar and unnecessary.
Explain.
Abstergo's pharmaceuticals have given my child a chance at a life free from pain. And I have at last found what I believe to be my calling in life.
And for that, we expect obedience.
For that you have my loyalty. The involvement of the children in Egypt compromised the original mission. Nothing more.
We already have one Master Templar that we can barely control. I don't like the idea of having two loose cannons out there.
With all due respect to Master Cross, while he is gifted, he is mentally disturbed.
We mean no disrespect, but after losing your team in Florence, we felt a need to keep a close eye on you.
I achieved all mission objectives, and achieved them without bloodshed. So my only question for you is, am I in command of Sigma Team or not?
As you said, the results were impeccable.
Then I believe this meeting to be at an end. I request permission to leave.
Do you have something more important to do?
I am going to find out who among my team talked to you. I will not tolerate that kind of insubordination.
I think we can stop here.
The briefing ended at 4:34. Transcript to be sent to Alan Ricken for security clearance.
Wow. Great. Cool. So that was 12 out of 20. So let's see, I've got another 3 here. 2 there. Interesting. Alright, let's... Oh, this is my desk? Not even locking my computer when I get... man.
Shit. What's happening?
Another glitch?
Same one as before. Shay's back at Notre Dame.
See if you can complete the memory this time.
Probably not. There would be the fun in that. Oh, game, give me something besides a black screen, please.
Got it. Shay's in Paris, all right. I even got a date for you. 1776.
At this point in time, Franklin was the American ambassador to France.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Otto Berg, professional killer and amateur historian.
Not on this side of the building.
Narity! What are you doing? I have no quarrel with you. You, uncultured swine! You should not have left your backwater colony.
Ouais, retourne à Boston.
What?
I have as clear a shot as I can get.
Shay? Is that you? How long has it been? Where are my manners? Thank you, my friend, thank you. But what are you doing in Paris?
With all due respect, sir, this is no time to talk. You're still in danger.
Yes, I must return to my family.
All right.
Nous sommes plus ou moins...
Autrement dit, il va falloir que...
Laissez-moi tranquille! Je ne suis pas un soldat!
There we go. Well, yeah.
Thank you, Shay. Please wait for me. I just want to make sure my family is safe.
Il n'y a rien de plus à faire avant demain. Envisagez toutes les solutions possibles sans succès. À leur faire.
Okay. Well, there's another one. Dang it. Alright, let's get over to the last one. Oh, there. Game. I'd like to hop down. There we go.
How did you do that? It was quite... fortunate.
I make my own luck, Master Franklin, as I suspect you do.
Yes, indeed, my good fellow. Yet, without your assistance today... Well, you have my thanks, Shay. Is there anything I can do for you, to repay you for this... kindness?
Actually, there is. I need to meet a business acquaintance. I heard he would be at the Chateau de Versailles 2 days from now.
And they don't just let anyone inside the royal palace. Very well. I'll see what can be arranged.
Alright then. Yep, not enough air assassinations. I tried. It did not give me the first one.
That's the best we can do for now. We keep trying to sequence memories out of order, which is why we're crashing like this.
What do you suggest?
If we progress further with Shay's life in the colonies, I'm confident we can get better results from these Paris memories.
Very well. Keep me informed.
Uploading the next memory sequence now.
Great. Ah, I hate them.
Shay Cormac, I hear you are the Templar's new don of precursor archaeology.
I'm no expert, sir. I just witnessed what the assassins can do with those damn sites.
I have spent years investigating precursor leads. Tell me what you have seen.
Well, I know both the assassins and Templars are looking for pieces of Eden. Powerful weapons, mind-controlling apples, but this time it's different. We haven't found an apple, but a tree. These temples Hold the earth together like roots. Disturb them, and Haiti falls, or Lisbon, or any other place the manuscript shows.
And the assassins are blindly interfering with these structures?
Aye. And if we don't stop them, they'll continue destroying cities.
I see. We have intelligence of assassin activity near Louisburg Fortress. We'll be meeting with a Royal Navy officer, James Cook.
Yeah.
He recently gained a commission that could be strategically valuable. Gist has the charts.
Very well. I'll depart shortly.
Colonel Monroe spoke highly of you, Shay. He was convinced you could become the best among us. I expect you will not disappoint.
I don't plan to, sir.
Well then. Alright. Any more cutscenes? Nope.
Guest, do you know why the Grand Master is
Oh,
so interested
sort
in
of.
Captain Cook?
Well, sir, he's very intelligent and ambitious. His knowledge of seamanship is second to none. And if I trust my favorite barmaid in Halifax, he also just became captain of his own man-of-war. He's also an expert at deciphering secret codes. A man with such a skill is certainly an asset to our cause.
The kind of fellow we should welcome in the Order, then.
Well, he's a friend of mine, but the man has an annoying habit of strict honesty and a total lack of anything resembling guile. Makes it a little hard to keep secret business secret, especially when his mathematical brain is clever at cracking codes. Consider him an ally, but watch what you say around him.
Duly noted.
Alright, well.
There's all sail!
A fore, Captain! I've heard Louisbourg could be a linchpin in the war. If the Royal Navy can take that fort, it'll be clear sailing down the St. Lawrence.
Great. And we will deal with that next time. I want to thank you all so much for tuning into this episode. And in the meantime, in between time, take care, have fun, and